Hello guys, welcome to the next video tutorial on Android app development for beginners. In this video we will see how to create a new activity and open it using our main activity or first activity. So for example, for some reason you want to open a new activity or the next activity using your first activity. How we can do it, we will see in this video. So right now I have this blank project, or you can say hello world project. And if you don't know how to create this project, you can just go to the initial videos of this series and see how I have created this blank project. So this project right now have only one activity, which is our main activity, right? Now to add a new activity to your app, what you need to do is go to your app here. So just select Android, and in here in the app category you just need to go to this res or res folder, and res stand for resources folder, and inside this resources folder there is a folder called layout, right? You just need to right click on this layout folder and go to new, and we are going to go to the activity and we will select a blank activity from here. So select this blank activity, and in here this wizard will open. You can give a name to your activity, for example second activity. Okay, and everything is by default created for you, and just click finish. Once you click finish, there will be a second activity which will be created for you, and now you will be able to see in your layout folder in your resources directory, there will be a extra XML file created for your second activity, which is activity underscore second.xml. Similarly, in your Java folder, you will be able to see that there will be a new class added to your Java folder, which is second activity.java file. And in the manifest folder here, there will be a file called android manifest.xml file, and in here also you will be able to see that this new activity is added to your main manifest XML file, right? Now what we are going to do is we are going to add in this manifest file where your main activity XML element is there, and now you have this second activity tag, right? So by default it's blank tag, in a sense that it just have the name and the title, but unlike this main activity, it doesn't have this intent filter tag. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy this intent filter from here. So just copy this and go inside your second activity element or tag here, and just make a space here and paste this intent minus filter here, right? And in here what you need to do is you need to change this name in the action and the category. So the in the category first, in the category tag, you just need to change it to the default, because the launcher of our app is the main activity, which is this one, and the second activity is the default activity. So just delete this launcher from here and just do dot default. Okay, and similarly this name should be the name of your uh, package. Okay, so just go to your activity underscore second dot xml file inside your layout folder. So just go here and go to the text of this folder. So this is my activity underscore second dot xml file, and in here you will be able to see tools colon context is equal to com dot example dot whatever your package name is, right? You just need to copy this path from here, which start from com dot example or whatever your package name is. Just copy this path and once again go to your android manifest.xml file, and instead of this android.intent. Whatever .main in your action tag, you just need to replace it by your second activity package name, which is com.example. Whatever your package is. Okay, so this will be similar to this thing. Okay, so second activity. Okay, now everything is done. Now we are ready to create some code to open this second activity from our first activity. So I'm going to open my first activity first, and in here in the main activity, what I'm going to do is I will just remove everything, and in here I'm going to add a button, and this button I'm going to use to open my second activity. So I will just change the text to open second activity, for example. Okay, and the ID I will leave it as default, which is button. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my main activity.java file here. So this is the Java file for my main activity, and in here I'm going to cast this button. So first I will create a button instance, so private static button. For example, I name my variable as button submit, and now what I'm going to do is in here just below my onCreate method, I'm going to create a new method as I have been doing in the last videos, which is a public void, and for example this method I name it as on click button listener. Okay, it's not going to take any argument, and now we will write the code of this method. Okay, so first of all we are going to cast this button to its ID. So button SBM is equal to button, and I will find it by ID. So find view by ID r dot ID dot button, which is the ID of my button. And now I'm going to take my button underscore SBM variable, and I will add or set a listener to this button variable. So dot set on click listener, and inside this set on click listener I will create a new on click listener. So new on click listener, right? So this is simple, right? And inside this on click method we are going to create a object of intent class. So this is the class which will help us to open the new activity, which is our second activity. So let's create an object of intent. For example, variable name is intent is equal to new intent, and the constructor of this intent takes argument, which is the package name of your second activity or whatever activity you want to open. So as you remember that we have changed the name of this action tag here, which was this one. So I'm going to copy this path from here, com.example.whatever, at the last your activity name comes. So in here I will copy this path from here, and I'm going to go to my main activity, and as an argument of this intent constructor I'm going to pass it here. Okay, so now everything is done. Now I just need to call this intent to start the activity. So there is a method called start activity which takes intent as an argument. Okay, so in the start activity just pass your intent variable, and now everything is done. Now we just need to call this method inside our onCreate method. So just copy the name of this method and just call it inside our main method. And now we are going to run our application. So now our activity is running now, which is our main activity. I will click this open second activity button, and once we click this, our second activity opens. By this button we can go back to our first activity, and once again when we click our button, it opens our second activity, right? Hello world. Okay, so in this way you can open your second activity using your first activity by using this intent method, so intent class. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye.